Hey everybody, this is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. It is Monday, January 28th, 2019, and we are here with yet another Monday mystery game. Very special one, another milestone. This time we are at 700 arcade games. That is a lot of arcade games. We opened back on August 13th, 2010. Friday the 13th with 130 machines. It's been an incredible journey building games. Back in November 3 years ago, I think it was November 3 years ago, we started doing our Monday mystery game. We have not missed a Monday since. Every Monday putting up a new game here at on the arcade floor, and one by one that number has grown. We've hit a lot of milestones. We've put out some just unbelievably rare prototypes, some unseen stuff, some stuff from Japan. Every week putting up something new for everybody to come out and enjoy, and it feels so good to see so many people travel in from literally all over the world and enjoy these rare games. And it really, to see people come back year after year, that means so much to me. We've got so many people that we meet, a lot of people here, and it's so awesome to be like, yeah, somebody will come up and be like, yeah, I was here about a year ago. And it's like, yeah, we got to talk a little bit, and so cool to catch up with everybody and be like, oh, I came in because I wanted to play this game. I saw it on Monday Mystery. Love hearing it. Love introducing everybody to new games and finding those rare titles that might have been missed. We've been on quite an obscure streak. Last week we put out 005 from Sega Gremlin. Came out in 1981. Super obscure game. I had never seen one in person. And so cool to see so many of the regulars putting up scores in it. Pete Gores, James White. And looking at the card, Pete Hahn has the top score right now. Very impressive. On the way towards that million-point world record. We'll see who takes it. It's going to be an awesome run, but I'm sure it won't be long before somebody takes it. Week before, we put out outrageously rare Gundhara, released from Band Presto back in 1995. Great to see some of the regulars putting time on that. Super obscure game. Personally, the first time I saw it, I thought it was absolutely crazy. Had to track one down. Was a tough find. Took well over, just under 2 years to find one, and so happy to have it on the floor. We've had so many people speculating as to what that game could be underneath the big tarp today. And we've had people say just outrageously rare things. We've had people say prototype stuff. We've had people say common stuff that they really want to play and see here. I've had people ask for Top Skater and Time Crisis, and we're working on it. We're working on it's one a week. It's always a tough choice. Sometimes it's the logistics of what do we have running? What can we get running in time? Sometimes we'll finish a project and be like, okay, we're going to put this out on the floor. Sometimes it'll just be like Gundhara. I just really want to play this game. It's been too long. It's been sitting in the vaults. So you never know. It was picking these milestone games, having 699 games on the arcade floor already. It's tough. There's over 200 games in the vaults right now, and they range from stuff that I know people have been asking for. There's prototypes. There's outrageously rare. It is tough to pick something that is going to live up to that number 700. For number 600, we put up the outrageously rare Star Wars, released from Sega back in 1994. Super rare, only released in Japan. A Star Wars game that didn't come out here in the U.S. is just, it was amazing to see how many people came in just for that. So number 700, very special to me. There's been so many milestone games. I remember number 400 being Creature from the Black Lagoon. People love that one too. And any milestone, and even the 625, 650, 675, all kind of, they mean a lot. Every game means a lot to me, but like those 25 mark increments as we grow and grow and grow. Now we've made it to 700. So this was a difficult one to pick. I hope everybody likes it. Anxious to unveil it. Everybody's What we've got a few things we got to cover beforehand. Again, see the crowd, they're anxious. Should we skip the news this week and just jump to it? All right, going to news. Okay. A few things we have to cover. You know, we've been a lot of people have been asking about Spectre Files, Deathstalkers. Brian Colin was out at Prince Arcades this weekend out with Jeremy Fox. He had an amazing showing. Got to see a lot of the people we knew, a bunch of new people, which is so awesome. Brian Colin has so many amazing stories. We have so many amazing stories, even just from hanging out with Brian and getting to work on Spectre Files, Deathstalkers. We have shipped another cabinet out. We had mentioned it before that the Game Grid out in Utah was getting one. Theirs is on the way, so super excited for Adam Pratt to get theirs. Game Galaxy has theirs going out soon. We're just waiting on their shipper. Super excited to see more Spectre Files, get more feedback from that. So thanks to those guys for ordering our limited edition cabinets. Huge thanks to Brian Colin for allowing the game to be completed, and so awesome to see his vision come completed since it started in 1984 and released here. We had so many people really enjoying it to this day. It's awesome to see the amount of people playing it. So one other thing we do have to mention, a couple other things we have to mention. With the snow especially, we've seen a lot of people parking in front of the arcade doing drop-offs. Super bad idea for doing that. We just had a little fender bender out there. Make sure you either turn in the lot or turn down one of the side streets. Try not to drop people off in front of the arcade. Also, again, as we had mentioned pretty much every week, for parking, you can park in the lot next to Chinese restaurant, Canton. That's our parking too. Side streets are all good. The 2-hour parking there. Don't listen to those signs. They don't ticket for that. Or of course, you can park down at the Galloping Ghost Gamma. It's too quick 2-block walk, but definitely always ample parking down there. What else do we have to cover? The Swap Meet is coming up September 9th. Oh, I've been seeing, what's that? February. Did I say September? Oh, sorry. You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until that September 9th. No. February 9th. Sorry. There's going to be an awesome Swap Meet. Tables are all reserved already. I've seen so many people bringing out some cool stuff. I know Troy Smith is coming. He's just was showing his marquees that he has. You guys got crazy amounts of marquees that he's going to be bringing. He always has a bunch of cool stuff. Bringing a little something also for Galloping Ghost Pinball that I'm pretty excited about. Going to be showing that off. And make sure you bring your Galloping Ghost coins. And, you know, I mentioned that right after Pinball, but I'm not going to say why. But make sure you bring those Galloping Ghost coins to the show, because there might be one of the coin-only events. Of course, you can win coins here at the arcade for doing gaming feats. You can buy them at the front counter as well. So don't forget to bring those coins, because you're going to regret it if you do. Pinball will be opening soon. We were close to opening, and then, you know, we figured it's not enough pinball. We need to expand already. So we are working on that to have more room for more pinballs. Before we even opened, we're adding stuff. So we should have over 30 pins at least by the time we open. But now, unless there's something else. Oh, that is correct. The Killer Instinct Tournament. That is going on this Saturday. Do not miss it. It'll be at 3 p.m. It is going to be awesome. We have not had a Killer Instinct tournament in quite a while. Hope to see a lot of our fighting regulars out here. Might run some other tournaments as well, but the focus is going to be on Killer Instinct because it's been forever or so. Join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I think is everybody ready? Number 700. Is it time? I think it's time. So let's summon forth former Gamer of the Year to help with today's unveiling. James White expecting a good game. Hate to disappoint that. Look at that. Look at that smile. He wants something good, something classic probably. James, you want something? He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. Pete, how was the weekend?
It was great. You know, I do want to say thank you for those that helped cover while I was out sick Friday. Saturday, I was able to make it back in. I was a little worse for wear, but it was busy Saturday. It was good to see a bunch of the regulars out. It was was a busy Saturday night, and thank you for making it out.
Absolutely. The backbone, there's that double backbone going on. There's the people who are here that we all are together working with to make this place work, but then there are the regulars that it wouldn't be the same without it. So thank you all the regulars, everybody that's here watching the stream chat, video game community, the arcade community. It's pretty awesome. So, without further ado, there's some hype. Everybody's hype. Your Monday mystery game. Let's see. Hold on. Wait. I don't think. Hold on a second. We have a little bit of a malfunction here. Wardrobe malfunction. Who tarped this today? Your Monday mystery game is... It's Inferno. It is released from Williams, the rarest of the rare. I love Williams games. Joust, Robotron, Defender, Moon Patrol, Blaster, Sinistar. So many amazing Williams games. And this is amongst the rarest of the rare. So much went into getting this game back up and running. We had the original, we had a reproduction. Huge shout outs to Galloping Ghost Reproductions for printing out our amazing looking marquee. The control panel was painstakingly redrawn by none other than legendary Galloping Ghost Productions artist Brandon Diaz. He redrew this entire control panel from the little thumbnails that were online. It is spot on accurate. The bezel also redrawn by Brandon Diaz. And then the last part of it was a little more complex for the artwork, is the side art. And Williams was using this prototype Williams logo smashing through with rocks flying out everywhere. I've seen a few pictures of it here and there. Outrageously rare. The file is not online anywhere. And I had asked none other than George Petro, legendary game designer of Play Mechanics, who has his art vaults is just unbelievable. George Petro, so inspiring in the arcade scene, just because this guy has so much information. And he's like, yeah, I think maybe somewhere I have one in the vault somewhere. And, it didn't hear about it for a couple months. Talked to him again. One of my guys, Sam, had mentioned it to him while he was out there dropping off some artwork that they're buying. And he's like, yeah, I think I can get one for you. So George Petro lent us an original NOS side art piece. And they were putting these on prototype cabinets. And we were able to get the masking off without removing the artwork from the back peeling. Scanned it all in. Again, gave it to Brandon Diaz. Had it printed out over at Reproductions. And then all the artwork was there. The next problem that we had with this game was that it uses the incredibly rare blaster sticks, which our blaster stick had cracked a while back. So we were super fortunate to have Ken Coy, who had worked on, he does the statues for Dark Presence and Conquering Light. He recast these sticks, and he recast a few others just so we had them on hand for Blaster. And they are the stick that is used in this cabinet. So we had those. Then it came down to wiring this thing. And it was a complicated, it's 4 joysticks. The left movement stick is actually a 4-way stick on an angle. And then similar to Qbert, James White throwing out the Qbert reference, on an angle similar to Qbert, but it's a different stick. So we had to custom mount these. And then the blaster stick is an 8-way stick, which literally everything in the stick is custom made and feels exactly like the blaster stick. I think we should have James White. This game you got to picture it's tough. It is a tough game. It's kind of like picture Robotron crossed with Crystal Castles, and it's isometric view. Just press start and you'll be good to go. The artwork on this game so awesome. So you walk with the left stick, and then you fire on the angles with the right stick. As you shoot the Cyclopses, you have to grab their souls, their black shadowy souls, before they make it up to the Inferno lizard at the top. And it definitely has, it's a little bit slower pace than Crystal Castles. If they make it to the view, like you see there's steps. Like, you can't shoot somebody on a different step than you. He's got him on the wave 2. So your 700th game here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade is 1984's Inferno, released from Williams. Definitely a difficult, super rare game. And those fans of Williams, this is one that most have probably never seen. This was right up there with Blaster. This is right up there with Turkey Shoot and Joust 2. This is just, well, not so much Joust 2. It's definitely much more rare than even Joust 2. Joust 2, definitely rare. It's tough, but it's... If you're a fan of Williams games, these mazes are tight, which makes takes a little while to get comfortable on it. He's on the wave 3, the Cocoon wave. Already at 24,400 points. He's finding the teleport pads. So the teleport pads will teleport you to the equivalent color. So there's a green teleport pad and a yellow teleport pad and a blue teleport pad, orange teleport pad in this level alone. Then you can release the nymphs that are on the left and right. They're those giant, like, statues in the corners. Thy game is over. 34,700. James White, the first to play game number 700. James, what did you think of Inferno? You're no stranger to Williams games.
No, except for the only Williams game I don't really care for is Turkey Shoot.
This game, I think I've seen you put up 5 million in a Robotron.
9 million.
9 million in Robotron. No stranger to Robotron. This game, to me, very Crystal Castles vibe, very Robotron vibe. Some really cool things going on in this game. Definitely the controls, you're playing on angles. The stick is actually, you can hold the button down for rapid fire. Finding a good spot. He's on the stairs where you can shoot the guys as they're coming up the stairs. Again, the maze, somewhat disorienting sometimes. It is. Sorry, we got a little bit of shift on the cabinet as he's moving. MNM El Noir, thanks for joining us. Your first time here. Shout outs. We're going to wrap up the stream on Facebook after this playthrough. Definitely keep joining us. We'll be on Twitch. Jump over there. Going to keep streaming for quite a while. Your 700th game here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. It's none other than Inferno, released from Williams back in 1984. Outrageously rare. I've heard so few numbers on this game. There's even on KLOV. There's probably only 7. I think it's 7 boards that people know where they are. Very few, and none in any arcade for sure, unless it's maybe on an emulator. Got to track down that last soul. It's definitely a dark game. You're grabbing souls. George M.K. Kane, thanks for joining us. Thank you. This restoration was so awesome. It's actually in a converted Joust cabinet. The original dedicated cabinet is, the sides are the exact same. The monitor is mounted slightly back more. We might adjust it in the future. The control panel this was as close as we could get. Again, there's nothing to really look at. There's no super detailed images online of the cabinet, so we were definitely going blind on it. So that's going to wrap it up. Game number 700 here on Facebook. Again, jump over to twitch.tv/Galloping Ghost Arcade. We thank you all for joining us. Hope everybody enjoys number 700. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at GGhostArcade. Feel free to follow me at GGA_Ghostlord on Twitter, sorry. And of course, join us next Monday, 701. Just because we're at 700, we're not stopping there. We got more room. We got more games. There's a lot more coming. So thanks, everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for continuing to join us.